Hello, everyone. My name is Aubrey. I'm here with,
Jang.
and we're going to be casting some Overwatch Beacon. Because today, didn't Shield actually get on the official NECC stream?
I think they did. Super exciting for them.
Very
Congratulations to them.
nice.
I hope
Yes.
if you want to see them, definitely go into the NECC stream and
hmm
watch them play. We're gonna start right off the bat with Antarctica or Antarctic.
Antarctic Peninsula.
Antarctic Peninsula, a map that we do not see very often, but
Yes.
it seems like Beacon wants to explore this map and try something new today.
There's a lot of new things, especially with the map pool opening greatly for this week. A lot of different changes. Thank you for the follow.
Oh yeah.
But also there is a lot of different changes going on, and those are actually going to be active. The only difference is that Lightweaver is not going to be played.
hmm
Um, so there's going to be some interesting things, and I am expecting to see a Brig, which we can see right now. Jang has decided not to move it over to.
Oh yeah. There's the button.
There is the button, yes. Okay. Um, So we are seeing a little bit of some different play going on right now. I am seeing a Brig, which Brig is the character that actually got a brand new rework with her rally, which is going to be really interesting with that. But I was expecting more to see a Rhine Brig duo, but we'll see what's going on there. However, from what I'm aware of, Beacon's actually going to change to a more rush style comp, and they're going to be using a lot more Lucio, as we can see with Sam, with Kiriki, using Lucio.
Yeah, it looks like we have some pretty good pushes there. Definitely a brawl style as well as a rush style with the Reinhardt and the Reaper. Able to do a little bit of both, which is really nice to see. Reinhardt's kind of making quick work with Scoot following short behind. Ooh, couldn't quite get up there, but catches the Tracer in a bad spot. Can't quite finish it.
Yeah, the goal kind of is just to take the point and keep it and try out some new things, especially for this game while going into playoffs. I don't know exactly what seed Beacon is going into relatively.
I believe they're going into the 4th seed.
Fourth seed?
At least before this game's stats.
Okay. I know Shield is also going into a different seed, but there's a lot of good possibilities going on for both teams.
Great
So
sleep there.
Very excited. Yes.
Oh, is there an anti? There is. And drop down. Good call.
So we haven't actually seen any alts coming out. We are going to hopefully see that.
There's the Lucio
beat.
beat. Yep. Now
Reinhardt's
Reinhardt's probably going to look for a shatter. There it is. Oh, value.
Yes.
Ooh, Lucio's in. There you go.
Yep, that Zarya's down. That Zarya is dead.
Ooh. Is that a team kill? That
kill.
is.
And so looking at alt economy, we do see that Cumberland does not have any alts right now. But we are hopefully gonna see a wall from Scoot on the Sombra.
So we have the 2 DPS ults for Valpo coming up, as well as the Nano from Ana, which is, in my opinion, the best ultimate in the game, because it makes any player just so much better, so much stronger. Whereas the opponents only have Kiriko's, the support ultimates, which are still useful, but not necessarily needed right here. So we do see the giant wall come out.
The Briggs ult is going to be incredibly useful, but unfortunately she does go down right there. Briggs ult can actually be used to substitute in for a tank, which is very useful if you want to go in first. I think that might have been a misclick. No, it's just because of the round's ending.
I think they just wanted to push as fast as possible, and they didn't have enough time.
Yeah,
a little bit unfortunate, but definitely a strong start with Valpo Beacon.
Yes. We are looking to doing the second map, going actually to not the submarine one. But so we're gonna go see a little bit of an interesting one. I was expecting submarine, but
Yeah, I don't play this map enough to even know the names of all of them, so it's not the submarine, viewers. That's what we know.
It's not the submarine, correct? Yes. I don't know the official names. I'm still working on learning it with the Beacon team, but hopefully so. We do see a few different changes going on. We do see an Orisa coming out from Cumberland.
Oh yes, we do.
But Valpo is sticking with the same old reliable for this.
Yep.
Worked once, it might work again. We'll see.
A very strong push in the center main for the Valpo Beacons. Does get a pick off of Sky Kirby, our Reaper. That
Yeah.
might be a problem. We'll see.
We'll see, but it seems like going in fairly decently. Still no picks on the other side. Still no picks on Cumberland against Cumberland. This is shaping up to be a little more difficult fight for it, but there is a nice anti there. I think it hit the
Oh,
Erisa.
yes. And it got the Reinhardt to heal him too. Something much
Yes.
needed in that situation.
Yes, that was basically a play of life and death. Currently right now, does not being able to just kill any confirms, but the good thing is they're really just holding them off and keeping themselves alive too.
A really complicated TP there, trying to get advantage of it. Does he get the? Yes, he does get the Hanzo. And he gets the pack there. He's gonna be okay. Yes, he is.
That was a really
Beautiful.
good Hanzo hit. And Risa's down, Briggs down, and the only ones left are Tracer and Kiriko.
Well, the Tracer ain't doing too hot from the looks of it.
Nope, but she has to retreat, and Little Flaps also has to retreat with.
Let's take a look at ultimates right now. So we have on Valpo, we have essentially 4 of the 5 ultimates ready to go.
Yes.
Just missing the Blossom from Reaper. Whereas the opponents, they have 2 for sure, getting 4 soon, but they're still missing one of their support ults.
Yeah, but main thing that was really good for them is that they were able to get out that pick from Sky Kirby. Even though it wasn't able to actually like successfully take down most of what was going the entirety of the team, it still did a lot.
Oh, beautiful value there.
Yes.
Ooh, but the dragon will get 2.
Oh, yes. That isn't.
And one of them being the support. That's not good. Ooh, good Lucio beat.
Yep.
Yes.
Beat used to save point there, barely hanging on.
I bet Little Flaps did not expect that pin to connect. And that's why he let
Yeah.
go and released early.
Unfortunate, but we still have 3 people that are able to at least take over pull down the point, and keep win support that's able to help heal too.
So Valpo does have 2 ults, working on 3, and the opponents only have 2 ults, and they're not really working on a 3rd either. And with 7 seconds left to get to the point, can they do it? Ooh, they lose Sky Kirby, or not Sky Kirby. Holy cow!
They lose 3 of their players, including 2 supports, and that is Lil Flaps down, Sky Kirby retreating into the back line. Could have possibly helped if he went in, but that also would have been a very risky play, so I understand why
Yeah,
they...
definitely the smart call, keeping his ultimate, staying alive. You know, they're at 99. They just need 1 push to win and take it all.
Yeah.
So definitely something that they're ready to do.
We definitely can see Sky Kirby is probably going to be looking for a Blossom.
Beautiful
but
pick there.
Yeah, they're also probably going to be expecting it at some point.
If I was Sky Kirby right now, I would want to look for the Hanzo and try to take him out and then use Blossom. That works too. There's 2.
Taking out the Hanzo and Kiriko, 1 blast, that works.
If the Hanzo's not inside of the Blossom, or the Blossom's not in range of the Hanzo, he has all the spacing in the world to do whatever he needs to do.
Yep.
And can kill the Reaper pretty easily. So you got to make sure that Hanzo is accounted for when you Blossom. And beautiful stuff by the Valpo Beacons, taking the first point.
So looking into this next match, I'm expecting I think something that might be a little bit good, like a better idea for Valpo is probably to, or not Valpo, Cumberland is probably to go instead and do Rhine, because as we saw right there, it seems like there was a lot of comfort on that Rhine, but Rhine is also just a very good counter for Rhine himself.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Reinhardt has a special place in Overwatch. You know, he's a melee character, but he does do some range with the fire strikes, and they do deal a decent amount of damage.
Yes.
And so, and he has with that massive shield, that really big body, he's able to play really close, move really fast, take a lot of damage.
Yes.
He's definitely like the definition, in my mind, he's the definition of what a tank character is in the game. And he's so unique in that same sense. He can be difficult to play. He can also be really easy to play. It just depends on what the enemies want to do against him. And it's really beautiful to see. Little Flaps definitely taking the lead on that Reinhardt versus the opponent's tank. So it was really cool to see.
There's one thing that I've learned a lot from Beacon recently is that Little Flaps actually really likes Reinhardt.
Oh yes.
And if you know this, you can pretty much counterplay to Reinhardt because typically all the time their comfort pick is Reinhardt, so they're probably going to go on Reinhardt and switch if necessary or switch to match the team comp. So typically that's a good estimate, but so the Reinhardt on Reinhardt is interesting. However, we are going to Midtown. That's interesting. I'm not seeing Scrims Row. I'm not seeing any of our usual picks. Which is interesting to me. I don't think I ever really see Midtown.
I mean, Midtown is definitely, it's a newer map for Overwatch, and so a lot of less people feel comfortable on it. But it does give you an advantage for that same reason. If you spend a lot of time with your team, learning the map, learning how the angles that you want to do, the pushes, the team comp, you could do phenomenal there. But it looks like, I know Valpo Beacon today was going into this wanting to try new things, wanting to mix things up, wanting to see how they can be adaptive. So they're picking maps that they aren't super familiar with. I gotta respond to that.
Midtown was actually Cumberland's pick because Valpo won.
Oh, perfect. Well, Cumberland might be trying new things too. Let's go and right now take a look.
Jane, you know how this works. You are a player.
I do know how this works. It's so bad.
I feel like every single day I have to remind you of something.
Oh man, let's see. Oh, I see what's that's about.
Jing is also in charge of the stream. I think this is your like third time doing it.
It's one of those times. I always forget something, so I always gotta remember. But here we go.
All right, so Valpo is actually going on the defense today, for this one at least first. Valpo does get to choose whether they want to attack or defend, but they didn't need to really specify since they are the ones in control of map picks.
A quick thing about this map while we're waiting is Midtown is supposed to be like New York, but a modern New York. So if you look at this background, look at the scenery, it gives me the feelings of the Star Wars Coruscant place, but also like the New York kind of lifestyle and energy. And so that's kind of what they were going for here, and I think they did a really good job. You know, we got the New York Fire Department Rescue, you got the Engine 11, that's where the cart's going to be coming out and pushing. So that's really cool, really fun to see. The metro station, all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And pizza bots.
Apparently we really like pizza bots here at Valpo. Honestly, I don't know. You're the second person to mention that, so.
Yeah, pizza bots, really fun. Fun little name. Also, we do see a wild card today. We see Little Flaps on Junker Queen. I know that Junker Queen for Little Flaps is a character that when he wants to have fun or wants to do something new, he'll play the Junker Queen, and that's what we're seeing here. Hopefully we see some really fun, energetic game style from this. But other than that, it looks pretty standard. Kirakuki also going Zenyatta, a beautiful pick to see. Essentially a third DPS, so pretty lovely.
With the way how Kirakuki plays him, yes. That is a third DPS for Valpo. But that also means that you have to really trust your second support to help carry that line of healing.
Oh, they did get the res on the Reinhardt. That is huge for them.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful sleep by Orum Corvus, excuse me.
I don't exactly know how to pronounce that name, so I just say Corvus, because I know how to pronounce it.
You know what? That's a good call. Maybe I should call them Corvus. Let's go to them right now. Let's see. There they are.
Yes. So Corvus is actually taking the lead on all the healing, mainly because Kirakuki actually has to focus with healing on typically our lovely flanker, Sky Kirby, because that's typically Reaper's job on this team comp. We are seeing a Sojourn coming up from above, trying to snipe down Ana, which would have been really good if they could have.
Would have been a great pick,
Really?
but nothing that Valpo was aware of, or Valpo was aware of it, I should say. So was able to counter that. Junker Queen going in hot. Oh, she does get pinned.
Yep.
Will she be okay?
Yep.
Maybe. No.
Nope. And we also see another pick just on Scoot as well. Scoot going down. We're seeing Sky Kirby get low. Sky Kirby's down. Kirakuki trying to hold that line, not doing so, with Aurum Corvus falling right after.
It's one of those situations where you just want to run the clock or dive the team. There's no real in between there. So Scoot here trying to figure out how to get on point without dying. I think they're gonna forfeit it.
No,
Couldn't
yeah.
quite get Blizzard in time. Couldn't quite feel confident with the whole team there, and that's okay. They have time to recover. Ooh, but Sky Kirby getting picked there. It's a bad time.
That is a very bad pick right there for Valpo. Going on to that, they had no supports. Their supports were the last ones to get picked off there, which is typically not what you're expecting.
It's not what you want to happen to you, and
No.
it's exactly what you want to do to the enemy. So well done to the opponents there of Cumberland. Valpo Beacon also doing a good job recognizing they didn't have supports and knew not to go in there.
Yes.
You know, you can't just go in there with no healing and expect to stay alive for long.
We are seeing Junker Queen. I think this Junker Queen, I think Lilflaps is going to need a switch after he uses his ult.
That's definitely a likely thing. Did he get the ult out?
I don't think.
No, he didn't.
I think it was wasted. Oh,
No.
that's unfortunate. But we are
Ooh.
seeing 4 ults from Valpo. With Cumberland, I think, actually using 2 of their own ults in that fight. I'm not sure where, or if they like changed characters.
So Cumberland
something.
used the Blizzard, and the Blizzard didn't get too much value.
I see.
And then the Reinhardt tried to shatter the Mei, but the Mei just put in her ice cube and got away with it. So it's beautiful. Great pick from Little Flaps on the Mercy. Can't res the Mercy that's already dead. Ooh.
Yeah.
And the Nano to boot. This is beautiful. Let's see this. This should stack up nicely.
Yep.
Mei's a little bit in the struggle bus there.
But we are seeing a large amount of the team going down. Wall coming up, trying to save her. Doesn't.
bleeds.
With Corvus taking her out with lovely nade.
We have a second wild card with Scoop going Farah. This is a beautiful thing to see. I love to see it. Farah is a really good character. A lot of verticality. Doesn't need, not a hit scan, shoots his projectile, same damage at any range. Really, if you get hit by it, it hurts a lot. But it can be countered easily by a hit scan. But it looks like the opponents don't have a hit scan yet, so it should be pretty powerful.
I mean, they kind of do with Sojourn.
Yeah, Sojourn and Bap kind of having the ability to maybe do something. Oh, let's see if we can get that. Not quite.
No. It's alright, though. Definitely some earthing. I wouldn't be surprised if Kirakuki does switch off the Zen, eventually goes for a Mercy for a pocket, but also that is also his main, so I would not doubt it.
I wouldn't be
either.
surprised if he stays. He also has his ultimate, which is one of the best ultimates in the game by far. Now Scoot has to be careful here because that Sojourn ult makes her a hit scan that packs quite a punch, so you gotta be really careful with that. It looks like he did a good job. Avoiding her right-click charge.
We are seeing.
Ooh, he was too far away from the ground to get away.
We are seeing Sky Kirby taking a thing, kind of gonna go for like a hiding thing.
Ooh, does a good job getting behind window.
Yes. I'm wondering. Nope, no trans. I was wondering if maybe they were gonna pull out the trans, but they didn't need it, which
they knew they didn't need it, and that was a beautiful thing to see. Great sense of reservation from Sam, Kirakuki. So incredible stuff to see. We do have Nano coming up as well as the Farah ult. I believe it's called Barrage. I could be mistaken.
Yes, but I just call it Barrage. Farah's ult. Most people get what I mean.
Oh yes.
We all know it's the dreaded killer of supports.
Oh yes, it is a very powerful. It shoots all her rockets at once and then some. So it packs quite a punch. It is a scary thing to get hit by. And the problem is it's really quiet. And there it goes!
Yep,
Boom, 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 boom.
Taking out that first character, taking out that Mei. Nobody getting caught in that Mei's Blizzard. Probably,
Well, that Hog is a goner. When he gets anti like that, there's not much he can do in response.
Nope.
Beautiful picks there. Let's see what the Chunker Queen sees.
I feel like there's a lot of things that are just making Hog just not a good pick right now at all. I think, going to Orisa for this last push, but I think they probably should have switched off Hog sooner. Hog just doesn't really have a lot of things that the other tanks have.
Ooh, beautiful read from Lil Flaps. Doing a great job getting value there. Let's see, will we get that? We get it. Yeah, he gets it. Okay. That's good. We do have ults coming up. Let's see if Sky Kirby's. Yeah! Oh.
No value, though.
No, he's definitely hurt some
damage,
quite a bit. Nanoed Junker Queen. What's left? Is there anyone left? Ooh, okay. Sojourn got res. Ooh, but she couldn't quite stay on point long enough. And there she goes. Beautiful stuff to see from Valpo Beacon.
I do agree, but just seeing that Mercy just makes me really sad. Mercy just is getting wrecked by the dev team, and I don't understand why. There's things that we need to fix about her, yes, but we're fixing all the wrong things and making them worse. All the things that are fine are being ruined, and all the things that aren't fine are staying. So we'll
Interesting.
see what's going on. Are you going to look at pizza bots again?
No, I'm not. I'm
Are you
looking at
sure?
right up here because this is a great spot for a Widowmaker. And there's the Widowmaker. We got Scoot on Widowmaker. Let's go to him right now.
Dang, you're always looking for a widow.
Of course, I'm looking for a Widow. Widows are some of the best things, are some of the most enjoyable things to watch. They're really enjoyable.
I don't agree, but okay.
Lil Flaps also on Junker Queen. The chat's kind of mentioning that he's been grinding Junker Queen, and he might be his best character. And so I don't know how accurate that is. I mean, I'd like to ask him after this game, see if Lil Flaps agrees that Junker Queen might be his best. I'm still convinced that Reinhardt's his top, but I mean, definitely Junker Queen's probably his like a guilty pleasure of his. Like he enjoys playing her.
I feel like no matter how many hours you have on like one of the newer characters, if you've been playing like one character like Reinhardt since the very beginning, you're not going to get like that. You're like, even though like I don't think you can get up to that like level of like good play yet. We are seeing a Brig by Kirakuki pulling out new character, the new ult for this. Very interesting, especially since Junker Queen does not have a shield to help with. Scoot getting a snipe on that Sigma,
on the Sigma.
But the Sigma is getting revived, unfortunate.
And before we forget, Brig does have a rework that's brand new to the game, so it's important that the opponents play in accordance to that rework.
Yep, beforehand, Briggs' ultimate was actually quite weak comparative to the other supports, making her not really a popular pick amongst a lot of levels. However, now she's kind of taken back some of that original spot. Getting the res off.
Dang, beautiful stuff to see. Cassidy, will he last long? Maybe.
I didn't.
Looks
think
like he gets out of there.
But he's getting out.
Well, the priority is the point, the objective right now.
Yeah.
And that Cassidy, oh, what a read.
Oh.
Beautiful bleed from Lil Flaps there.
Yeah, that was not the optimal choice. You rather just forfeit point and let them get it. I hope you can hold off for
Baptiste is stuck in the back.
What's going on?
Let's see, the Reaper's going to it. There he goes.
Okay.
They're just keeping him back there.
He's just chilling. Okay.
He's stuck there. He can't. He's got to get back with his team or die trying.
I think he's gonna have to die trying. Oh, there
well, he's
you go.
one less healer. There you go.
I would have probably just walked in there myself as a healer just to make sure.
Look at that damage from this ultimate with the nano. Beautiful stuff from Orm Corvus. Sigma trying to go take him out. Can't quite do it. Mercy drops. And let's see who's up top with the Sigma. Who's that? Is that Brig? That is Brig. Look at that.
Kirakuki going on the offensive. No tank needed right now.
No, don't be doing that. Let's see if we see an ult here because the team's now together.
I'm gonna be frankly honest. The only person I trust to go on the offensive as a support is probably Kirakuki.
I don't know, man. Our club team, Moira, is pretty fun to play on the aggressive.
I'm saying as a tank.
Oh.
Moira cannot become a tank.
I feel like Moira could be very dangerous. Let's see. I'm looking for this Brig ult here. Will we see it? I want to see it.
I don't think so.
I gotta do it. There's a whole team here. There it is. There's the Brig ult. And there's the massive shield that we've been talking about. Her health's a little low. Will she survive? Yes, she will. She did a good job there. Good use there.
Using window as well, hiding behind that window. Unfortunately, though, that is a bit close. We do see Orm Corvus getting popped off, taken down. Lil Flaps as well. Kirakuki just trying to maintain point. Scoot going down. Kirakuki, Sky Kirby, only one remaining. Sky Kirby leaving off to the side, just gonna try and get away. Fortunate, but seems like he's always the last one alive in these team kills.
It's nice that he didn't get a health pack or anything there because he didn't. One, he didn't need it, and two, he could give it to the supports to let them give him the healing. So it's
Mhm.
really cool to see.
Gives better gives more ultimate charge. Still got 2 minutes and 46 seconds and not very far left to push it. Still pretty good for Valpo. Looking good, pretty good for Valpo here. We are not really many alts. We are looking for probably a Blossom coming out from Sky Kirby.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. That should be coming up any second now.
If he does first, that's for sure.
They lost their
Up
tank,
there.
but he's gonna go
No!
for it. Not the best time.
That's unfortunate.
But that's okay. We just gotta regroup, get out of the fight.
Yep.
Maybe not go down there.
One important reason why that's super unfortunate, if you look at Sigma, Sigma has this thing called like a black hole absorber. I don't know exactly the term for it, but when he takes that out, he absorbs damage and turns that into a shield for himself.
So if you're blossoming a Sigma and he uses that, you will deal no damage to him and only give him health. So you gotta be careful about that.
And that is exactly what happened, causing Valpo to retreat.
Will we get to sleep? Oh, she misses it. That's unfortunate.
It was just barely, and Aram Corvus, honestly, being taken out because of it. Scoop taken out as well, not the best thing. Seeing Kirakuki swap to his main is very interesting going on right here. I'm interested to see. I think the reasoning is just kind of get more DPS, because like I said before, he really knows he can trust Corvus on that healing job.
Scoot, I didn't really call it out earlier, but he did switch to Hanzo, and I think he's trying to do a safety pick, trying to get those picks, and to deal that damage when he sees that Sigma shield or something like that. In terms of ultimates, Cumberland has the Soldier ult, which is going to be very powerful.
Yes.
But we do have Nano, we do have Dragon coming up, and we do have Little Flaps' ult coming up. They really got to work for this, though, because it is at risk. Beautiful pick by Scoot. I just left it. What a bad timing. Mercy will res, and so we want to see what happens here. There's the Nano. Beautiful stuff. Ooh, beautiful bleeds there. There's the one. Does the Soldier drop? Yes, he will. While ulting too. Mercy falls, and that's a team kill.
That is a team kill.
Oh, wait, not quite. That's a team kill. Woo!
Unfortunately, technically doesn't count, but that was a good one. Taken down to the last 30 seconds for that one match.
Yeah, what a close game.
I'm wondering if they're going to swap out one of their DPS for, like we said, the new member, Atlas. So, very exciting there.
That's definitely a very real possibility, yeah.
So Atlas is actually a freshman, just like myself. And he actually joined the team. He got moved over from club team. Deacon was like, nope, you're too good. You join us.
And club still misses him, but we're glad that he's happy moving up to Beacon.
Yes. So there's a lot of perspective changes probably gonna go on for next semester. A lot of new members switching places, moving between things. So we'll see what's going on. We're only losing, I think, one person.
Yeah.
So Overwatch for this semester.
For graduating, we have the Shield team. Garrett, he's going to be graduating, and then Justin is, I believe, going to a master's program for Valpo, so he's going to be sticking around a little bit longer. So if he wants, of course.
I think he's just doing an extra semester for a minor.
Ah, okay, that's what he's doing.
I think that's what he's doing. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll find out, I guess. But he is sticking around. Sky Kirby is sticking around for at least one more semester. So we're gonna see this, and we're also prospectively seeing 2 new freshmen for next year at least. Two prospective freshmen, one actually on DPS and one on support, which is very nice, especially because of what's going on between the two teams. But like we said, there's a lot of things that are probably going to shift around as well. Some people move into club team, some people moving up to Shield. I don't think anyone's moving down from Shield to Beacon, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely during this end of the year, it's the time where you kind of see what you've done as a team in completion, as well as what you're looking at for your future. So a lot of the players who are interested in moving up, interested in moving to a different part of the program, definitely can be thinking about that, looking at that. But again, there's so much. What I love about esports is you never know what you're gonna get until you get it. We
Yeah.
know two freshmen right now is what Aubrey mentioned, but there
Yes.
can be as many as like 8 or 9 or even more
That'd be.
that are interested, and that's what's really awesome about esports here is that it's totally acceptable, available for everybody here on campus, and so anyone that's interested is welcome to look
Mhm.
into it. And so we just have some people right from the get-go that are super interested, and we love that.
Mhm.
And then we could also have more that just show up on a whim. I mean, I joined my sophomore year. I didn't know about it freshman year, and I'm more than happy to keep doing it.
Yep.
And yeah, sometimes you find out at the beginning of your college career. Sometimes you find out a little bit in. Um, but it's always, you never know how many you're going to get.
Yep. One of the other interesting things I want to talk about right now is we're actually teaming up with a different part of our campus, the intramural sports division. A little bit. We're going to test some waters a little bit, but we're actually going to be hosting some Smash tournament, which is really exciting. Like I'm just smiling thinking about it right now. It's a lot of like ways to get more like interest in esports, a lot more potential like resources for us, stuff like that. That's kind of just like how we would probably get into more mainstream, because unfortunately, a lot of colleges don't really see esports as like a main thing. But teaming up with like different groups is really a good, I think, thing. And we're so thankful for everything we've gotten so far.
Yeah, it's definitely nice because a lot of people like playing video games, especially in college. And so having that availability where people that just regular people that want to play video games get to play with the people that compete and show how community based our program is here at Valpo. That's
Yes.
really exciting, really cool to see.
Mhm.
Definitely true there.
Yes.
So we do have a restroom break happening right now.
Yes,
So
this
we're
is
gonna
life.
take we're gonna take a quick break and we'll come back to you guys soon. But yeah, we'll see you soon.
We're hopping in?
Yep.
Alright.
We're back.
I think we are. Seems like we're going towards Junkertown. So this is gonna be some exciting stuff. Junkertown, I believe, is also entering the main stream for this. So this is gonna be fun. There was a lot of map changes. No more map pools, which is a very good thing. I don't like map pools. I don't think most people do.
Yeah, another thing to point out is we do have Atlas, the other freshman.
Yes.
He's going into DPS over Sky Kirby. So we're likely to see a soldier, maybe even a Cassidy. That's about all I know that he maybe he plays a May. I don't watch him too much, but he does play a mean soldier. I know that.
Jang, did you just say there was another freshman on Beacon?
Atlas.
There's only one freshman on Beacon. Atlas.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh. For context, Aubrey here on the cast team sometimes plays for Beacon, and she's also a freshman.
I'm messing with him. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was literally just messing with you, and I didn't think you understood.
Gotcha. All right, so Valpo Beacon will be on defense. We do have the Sigma here on defense, which is a really good pick because you got a little bit of range and enough range to help with having the high ground. Definitely going to hold advantage. But we do see something that is quite incredible. We see the Bastion on attack. That is not a thing we see very often. So let's dive in here and let's take a look at Sigma.
So it's also interesting because the opposing team is also going for a Sigma. Interesting choice there, because Sigma doesn't have as much mobility as some of the other tanks, but it still can pack a nice punch. Also seeing a Widowmaker from the opposing team, see if they can get some nice shots off, but not sure what's going on there. Oh, and there's one taking down Atlas.
Bastion goes down though, that's beautiful. Let's take back a look there. Zenyatta out of position. Will he get punished? Maybe.
He should, hopefully.
There we go. There he goes down.
Taken down by Scoot, no less. Atlas coming back in after being taken down.
So that was the only pick, and now he's already back in the fight, so it's beautiful to see.
Yes.
Another reason why Soldier's such a good pick is he's able to run really fast back in the site or back into the control area. So it's really beautiful to see.
Yes. Seeing that same thing that's popping out. The lovely rock now. So we are seeing a little bit of a change. We're actually going for Kiriko Ana play. Specifically the very healing focus play style we have.
Oh, beautiful picks there from for Beacon.
Very nice. Kind of just doing a Sigma v Sigma fight going on up in the front.
I don't know what Hanzo's doing, just AFK there, but that's okay. Ooh, beautiful anti on the Bastion, forces him out of the fight. Because the Bastion, if unable to get healing, is a dangerous Bastion because everybody's going to be looking at him. We do have Nano coming up. The Bastion has been spotted. And he's been taking out Sigma using his ultimate. Doesn't get value, but Dragon goes to show support. That's a lot of Beacon's ultimates coming out. Well, two of them, I should say.
Yeah, two ultimates.
Couldn't quite heal him in time.
No.
Fortunate.
Only one really taking damage right now is Atlas. Just getting the first pick every single time. Unfortunate for
beautiful
him.
pick there.
Yeah, we are seeing a Junkrat going down. We are seeing the nice anti on the opposing Sigma. But just enough time to get some more healing. This is just ending up in Sigma v Sigma duels, and it's just not looking too good.
Oh, the long-range anti-snipe. You love to see it. Let's take a look at Atlas as he's got his ultimate coming up. Let's see if he can gonna use it here. Oh, but he scares that Junkrat, that's for sure. Beautiful stuff from Atlas there. Keeping that Junkrat at bay.
Yeah,
yeah, every time that Junkrat exposes himself, he just risks his life.
Yeah. The main thing I'm thinking right now, looking at the way Cumberland probably wants to play at this, is probably going for... Oh my God.
Does he get it? Oh, almost. No. Oh, he's going to get it here. Come on. Yeah, Atlas. Beautiful stuff. And he gets the fourth. Beautiful 4K by Atlas there.
That was, I think that was a loud
nice,
pop
somebody
off.
cheered. Yeah, let's go Atlas.
I don't know if that was
Absolutely.
from Beacon or Shield, but alright. So we are seeing a bit of a change. We're actually seeing a monkey on the play. And frankly honest, this is needed. The Sigma v Sigma duel is just not working out how they were expected. Unfortunately, Monkey does go down.
We do lose Scoo. Tyre's coming out. Tyre's a very dangerous thing here. Will it get taken out? Yes, it will. Beautiful stuff there by Cure Cookie. Let's take a look at our... There we go. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, beautiful Sigma ult there.
Yeah.
And there's this healing to support him. Now, this is the only support available at the moment. Beautiful pick there. Junkrat down is always important. And with 8 seconds left, I don't know if they can recontest.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Yep, Monkey's gonna have to dive, but he would have nobody with him.
Bastion ult, that is dangerous on point, and they takes one out, but Dragon will finish the other.
Yep, Dragon finishes the other. Not much going on.
Let's see. Oh yeah, so Sigma got nanoed here, so that means he's more powerful than ever. Doing a great job dealing the damage. They have to touch here, but they gotta go right in front of a Sigma. He can't. It's a dangerous thing. Is that a team kill? It doesn't matter because round 1 is complete, and now we go to the offensive, and they have to move it only a little bit. So that's really exciting to see. I am sure Valpo Beacon will do a fine job there.
One of the things I'm really thinking about when looking at Cumberland is they need to be a little bit quicker on their changes in regards to character swaps and such. Especially for the tank. So going against Beacon, Lil Flaps is very strong. If I was facing against Beacon anytime, I would be scared, especially against Little Flaps. And that's one of the things I feel like you have to be incredibly worried about when going in, is you have to really try and work your counter picks around, especially that tank. Trying to outmaneuver him as a different character just seems to not go well for most teams. Like we saw right there with the Sigma v Sigma. It just wasn't ending, and it ended up just being the two of them sitting on point, staring at each other, and exchanging hits and health points. And that was... It was interesting.
So I really want to point this out. We have a diva on Little Flaps, and Little Flaps. Oh, he just. Gosh darn it! All right, he's Doomfist. I still think this is gonna apply. He's going heavy dive. I really think he's gonna go maybe up here and go straight for this Ana that's out of position or that's vulnerable. So let's see what happens here. He takes that out. Good call. He's gonna discover the Ana maybe. He's gonna go for her. So. Maybe he'll see the Ana. Let's see. He's got it. Someone's in the corner. Okay, he sees the Ana. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait for because he needs that healing to go away. Really? Okay, so I think he knows the Ana's there. He's just gonna let someone else take her. Maybe the Moira. I think the Moira went for her. There's the Moira. Yep, going for the Ana. Can't quite get her, but stays alive, and that's pretty important too.
We did see Scoot take out several really good hits right there. Ana going down officially. However, Scoot also going down. Lil Flap's taking out the rest of the team. Getting really close. Not sure if Cumberland's going to make a chance to get on the point.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful pick there. Look at that. Way to end it. Just like they try to recontest. Boom, dead. You love to see it.
And that is officially it. Valpo winning for this.
I didn't see this. Let's see. This is a support ultimate.
This is interesting.
No way.
I just hear Karakuki laughing in the background.
Oh my gosh, what a silly little...
I'm sorry about that, Cumberland. I feel very bad about that.
Well, that's the game.
I
gotta change the score.
It's fine. They understand. Yes, they just saw what just happened.
Okay. Overwatch.
Jang has to change it.
Of course, I have to change it.
But regardless, it was a very good game, very good showing from both sides. Cumberland getting very close to taking several matches. But yeah, that's very good. That was the last game before playoffs. Hopefully we should see you guys next week for some playoff games, right?
Yeah, and just real quick, I want to say Atlas did a really great job playing there when he came in at the very end. Beautiful stuff to see when he performed at the very end. Just did incredible. Lil Flaps kind of mixing it up quite a bit, changing it around, having a good time. You can kind of tell. So those two definitely did a great job tonight. Did a great job, and they really showed And then there's supports for Valpo Beacon, just definitely overall doing a solid job, keeping
Mhm.
everybody alive, keeping everyone up.
Yes.
So that is the collective group. That's they did an exceptionally good job
Yep.
tonight. Of course, all of them did great, but those are the people I'll call out specifically.
Yep. Very good job today. And that's it for us.
All right, I'm Jang.
I'm Aubrey. See ya.